So Catherine Cullen is tracking it all. Catherine, just one by-election in one part of the country with the general election, potentially years away. Walk us through why this one matters so much.
Well, because it speaks to that general election, Adrienne. If you want to win a federal election, you've got to win ridings like Mississauga, Lakeshore, right? A suburban riding, in this case, one in the Greater Toronto area, that does change hands. It could be part of a shifting of the balance of power. Obviously, also, there's a lot of scrutiny because this is Pierre Poilievre's first time out of the gate as Conservative leader. A lot of questions about how he is going to resonate with Canadians. Now, Pierre Poilievre has some things working in his favor tonight. By-elections do tend to be a chance to sort of vent frustration with the federal government. And there are things that Canadians are frustrated about. We know it, right? The state of the economy, for instance. We were talking just earlier on the program about concerns around healthcare. On the other hand, though, the federal Liberals have put a lot of energy into this riding. The Prime Minister has visited during the by-election campaign. Cabinet ministers have visited. Pierre Poilievre has not made a stop there during this campaign. And he said just last week that this is a difficult riding for the Conservatives.
Presumably, Catherine, tonight's results will eventually kind of affect what we hear from the parties.
Yeah, and so if Pierre Poilievre is right and it's a difficult riding and the Conservatives do not win, that's a moment for some reflection for the Conservatives. Questions, again, about the extent to which he is resonating. We know Pierre Poilievre has a strong social media game. He brought in a lot of people to the Conservative Party during that leadership race. But to what extent does his message reach people beyond those who are inclined to be Conservative? To what extent does it appeal to people beyond the Conservative fold? Does Pierre Poilievre have to think a little bit about what his message is and how it's getting out there? At the same time, if it's the Liberals that lose, they have to ask themselves questions about how frustrated Canadians are feeling with them, particularly Canadians that had previously supported them. May just be one riding, Adrienne, but make no mistake, there are folks on the Liberal and Conservative side who are going to be taking notes tonight.
All right, Catherine, we will check in again when we have the result.
Great.